Bing. Still. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as legal advice. Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday. Wow, the week went by really fast. It's hot here in Seattle, but I'm excited to see you all. We're going to be talking about part 2 of this subject, which is private merchant, becoming a banker. Last time we talked deep about what a private merchant is, and now I'm going to put this together on how at Creditor Academy we get you to become a banker and a private merchant. Without further ado, if this is your first time coming to our channel, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. We don't want to miss out on what we have to talk about. Let me tell you, Creditor Academy is not about just education and empowerment, but it's about action. It's about action. The many masterclass members here we have at Creditor Academy, I mean, we give you everything that you need to be in the private. If you would like to join us and become a masterclass member and get exclusive access to courses, classes, step-by-steps, live Q&As with me and others, let me tell you, there's no better place to be than at Creditor Academy. So without further ado, let's get started into today's conversation. Let me start off by leapfrogging that now that you understand from last time on Tuesday the value of becoming a private merchant, it's time to place the power inside a lawful structure. Okay, because sovereignty without structure is just a target. Okay, because when you operate through contract-based trust, you shift from being an individual in commerce to a private administrator of your estate. We teach you how to integrate your business trust, PMA, into the processing chain. Your merchant account isn't opened in your all caps name or with a public corporation. It's opened in the name of your private trust under contract law, operating under the rules of your own jurisdiction. Think about the significance of that. The name on the bank account, the name on the gateway, the name on the agreement, it's all your trust, not your public LLC, not a C Corp, not a straw man. And that's what causes jurisdictional separation. That's what remedy is. Remedy is separating yourself from the jurisdiction that gives you liability, personal liability against you, the living. So this structure not only creates lawful distance between you and the IRS, but it also grants you flexibility. Your trust isn't required to follow the statutes written for registered corporations. It operates by private agreement, and your processing structure reflects that. Your bank, your payment flow, and your terms. Inside our course at Creditor Academy called Private Merchant and Processing, we show you how to draft trusts that are friendly to your own, to our processors. We have a banker's connection here at Creditor Academy, and we teach you how to build a private commercial profile. And we have merchant references and credibility to that. I remember when I was first starting Creditor Academy, that was my huge issue, is I want to help you guys and I want to provide you guys with the teachings here at the Academy, but Stripe shut me down. PayPal shut me down. Wave Accounting shut me down. Square shut me down. And the list was just going on with absolute frustration. And the reason why they were shutting me down is not because of what I was doing, but how private I was. The privacy of the trust structure is anonymous to me, right? And also there's no liability to a trustee. I have a fiduciary duty to operate the trust. I hold legal title to the trust and its operations, but I'm not the owner. Ownership is where the liability comes, and these processing companies want to own you, want to make you liable for what you do. So then they just drop you. They say, hey, sorry, you're too private. So after some time, I'm so lucky that here at Creditor Academy, I got to meet a banker connection here, and we had a conversation. Their thing is that, hey, Paul Michael, I understand what you're trying to do. I like what you do. Tell me as a banker how I can help you. Now, I could have taken that conversation many different ways, but I really brought it up to his attention as I just say, I want to operate like a bank without being one. I want to be a private merchant. And I'm telling him that the main issue that I was these other processing platforms were restricting me because I was using my trust structures. Like no one will accept me. And then that's where we start our business relationship. He's just like, I'm here for you then, Paul Michael. I'll accept your PMAs and your private trusts, and we'll do there. So first, I want to get you into the mindset of a private merchant, how you yourself can operate like a bank without being one, okay? So the concept that most people miss is that you don't need to be licensed to be a bank to operate one, okay? When you become a private merchant, you're functionally becoming the middleman. And that's where the power lives, because banks don't sell, they process. And they don't get paid on every transaction now. And but you can. So we train you to shift from the merchant to shift from the merchant and to the processor mindset, because some merchants sell products, but a processor earns and builds wealth off of the money that moves it, right? That's what a bank does. A bank just facilitates the money transaction and charges you interest, right? So a private merchant and processor, which is what you become, you'll start to understand the model of how other banks work. So you're no longer thinking like a vendor, you're thinking like an infrastructure, okay? So this course, we show you how to build a system where you earn on each of your transactions, where it's your own or whether it's your own or someone else's. You'll learn how to have your own gateway and set up your residuals every time that someone in your community swipes a card. I mean, you also understand how processors avoid liability through legal disclaimers. We have arbitration clause, we have private terms of use, and all of that. We use private contract law and templates to help protect your merchant profile, to ensure that your gateway with your bronze and private agreements always go through. See, if you learn how what it means to be a private merchant, you really know the whole banking system. Have you ever thought about what bankers know? What do bankers really know? They know the art of processing and credit cards and credit extension and interest rates. And they also know the relationship between the merchant and the buyer, you know, and then they facilitate that with the Treasury Department, right? You're getting into their world. Being a private merchant, the banker's middleman, is really just to stand on your own and know what they know, but be able to integrate with their system, but privately. When you build your private merchant system, you're not just solving your problem, you're solving the problem for your entire community. Because every community member can utilize a PMA, a private contractor, or needs this to accept payments. But they need a sovereign, safe alternative. And that's where you come in. Imagine creating a network of sovereigns in your local community that all process through your gateway, under your trust, with your guidance. You're now the infrastructure provider for the sovereign parallel economy. And with every transaction, you earn trust, credibility, and recurring revenue. This model isn't just limited to like just online e-commerce, but it works in consultants, coaches, home health operators, construction contractors, and even ministries. And anyone who wants out of the PayPal hell and into the private remedy is a client for your services. So we show you how to onboard clients, offer compliance consultations, structure your merchant applications, and even train your staff and provide staff for you. Because to become a sovereign merchant trainer, you must build a trust-based commerce, one entrepreneur at a time. And this is really how the private economies scale, not by waiting for permission, but by building a functional systems. Sovereignty requires structure. And this is what the course is to equip you with, to become the backbone of your network economic freedom. One of the greatest fears in really just being a part of this movement is exposure. I hear that most often when people talk to me. Paul Michael, I'm afraid of exposure. My name getting out there, what I stand for. I'm talking, it's your, you want long-term protection. Like, what if the IRS comes knocking? What if your processor shuts you down because you're operating privately? What if your gateway gets flagged? The answer isn't paranoia. It's proactive structuring. And we really want you to walk through the risk matrix of private processing, where you learn how to audit and proof your setup with lawful documentation, private terms of use, member agreements, and trust resolutions, so that you can build layers of protection under your trust. So then you are allowing yourself to remain compliant, but also private, right? And you also need to scale safely. You're not building a pipe dream. You're constructing a multi-layer ecosystem that serves you and your community for decades. So this is all about generational commerce, not just hustling in the now. So if you roll in our masterclass, everybody can be included with the private merchant and processing course. It's absolutely vital. It's crucial if you're in this movement and want to operate privately, because as well-meaning as I am and how much I want to help everyone succeed in becoming private, operating privately, and doing SPC, status correction, and all that, which is all well and good, none of it matters if the big tech companies shut you down, right? Oh, great, I did all this work. I did everything to protect my assets. But now I go operate in the commercial world that I don't understand because it's all banking, and I'm trying to exercise my right to be private, and the big tech companies keep shutting me down. And that's the problem why we can't make progress. If you go to any other guru network that's on YouTube, and they're selling something, a course, a service, an amazing thing on their platform. This is nothing to dog on them about. But I have yet to see in the years of being in this movement, even one guru that utilizes private processing. Even one. And let me tell you, these big tech companies, they don't accept your trust. They don't want you to be private at all. But you have to play their game. And that I refuse to do. And actually, I couldn't do, because I refused to play their game and sign their contracts that have all this liability to me. That's why they shut me down. They pressure you. They put you under duress so then they can have your information and come after you and have control over your business activities. And that's not true freedom. And I want every guru to have private processing as much as I do. And I want you to have it as well. And that's why I'm offering, as part of Masterclass membership, free enrollment to this class. It's every single week. The person instructing the class is my Banker Connect. My Banker Connect has tons of Bankers Connects within his network. My Bankers Connect is here to teach you how to be a private merchant and how to do processing, because we have a similar mission. We want you to be able to help your community. And we are here to push this and show you the way. You'll learn a lot in this class. So I'm very excited. If you want to become a private merchant, you first must become a member of Creditor Academy. You need to come into our private jurisdiction. And how you can do that is go to www.creditoracademy.com, go to the homepage, and then you'll scroll down and you'll see Masterclass. You hit Learn More, and you can sign up to be a Masterclass member here. If you want to learn more about the private merchant course, you can learn here. You can learn it here. Master the tools and techniques used by private merchants to operate outside the commercial norm. And let me tell you, I'm very excited about this course. I really think it's going to be a game changer. So once again, you need to become a Masterclass member. It's everything you need to go private all in one place. You get access to all of our courses. We have introductory courses, we have full courses, we have community groups, and so much. Come in and not just try it out, but to commit. Don't come to Creditor Academy unless you're willing to commit to our program. Our program is precise, it's strategic, it's step-by-step, it's everything that you need. And we have a total staff now of about 84 full-time staff at Creditor Academy. We're growing all of the time in order to put this infrastructure together. A lot of connections with other organizations to make this happen. I don't come from this movement. I come from the corporate world. So I operate like a corporate professional. I did, you want to talk about where I came from? I came from home health care licensing for the Department of Health in all 50 states. And that was, as deep into the system as it could be. But I know the importance of policy and procedure because the Department of Health requires much of it. Also, it requires a lot of organization, and it also requires a lot of compliance. And what I learned in working all those years under the licensing of the Department of Health is structure. And that's what I've provided at Creditor Academy, is the structure that you need so you can go private and succeed. And I am telling you, I don't care what organization you go to, you cannot succeed unless you know about private merchant and processing. It just doesn't make sense. You do all of this work, all of this effort to get into this movement and to try to push yourself into the private, and then you're brought right back out of it because of the big tech companies. We're here to solve that problem. We're here to solve that problem. So without further ado, thank you all for joining me today on Creditor Academy's Becoming a Banker as a Private Merchant. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Once again, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or been a part of our private Facebook group or been a Masterclass member, we'll be so excited to have you a part of our community. Hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you next week.